the bench. And Morris is currently up top, but jumped down. And here's Stripe and Marty. I've seen everybody this morning. And good morning, everyone. Come on, it's up here. It's up top. Come on. I think I'm going to have to help Tux. He got into nose rubs with the other boys. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on, Tux. Tux, come on. Yes, good boy. Good boy. All right. Phew. Put out plenty of food this morning, even though we should be back not too late from dropping Johnny back off at school. Hi, Morris. You're cute, buddy. You're very cute. Good morning. Good morning, Morris. Oh. Well, I hear chickens, but I don't see chickens. That's a good morning. As you can see, we have mostly clouds. And it's in the 40s out here this morning instead of the 60s. But it's not bad. It's not bad. Yep, just clouds up there this morning. So are you guys surviving the time change? Stripe asked to go out at 6:30, which was really 7:30. And then the alarm went off at 8. So I'm doing good after my cup of coffee, but it was a little brutal this morning. A little brutal. If this is the last time change we ever have, it works for me. I really don't care which one they pick. Just pick one and stop moving it is my desire. Oh, I see I have a turkey vulture feather on the ground in the front yard. It makes sense since so many of them were flying through. It's a big feather. Hey, Gray. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Hi. Good morning. Hey, sweet thing. Well, we're getting out of here at 12:16 p.m. It just changed to 17, I swear. It shows us getting down there at 2:47, but it'll be more like 3:05, 3:10 because we will stop in Salisbury to use the restrooms, supercharge, and pick up a meal for Johnny at the Culvers. It's cloudy and I don't know, Ruby says 53 and she was outside for a while, so that's probably accurate. Cloudy's nice for the drive because sometimes it gets a little super bright. Yeah, look at those pretty trees. And I do think those are Bradford pears.
I agree.
You either hate them or you love them or you're apathetic about them. I don't know. When they bloom out like this in the spring, I pretty much like them. I never have been one to turn up my nose at anything that was willing to bloom without a lot of effort, so. Well, these are first on my list today. I do have other stuff, although it gets to be like, where am I going to put the finished things so I can keep on working in my bin, but we'll see. Well, for a tiny egg, it's really cute, and my favorite part about the little chicken is the feet, the way they did the feet. They actually move up and down. They're on a little bar. They're way cool. All right, time for Mr. Toucan.
No, she's not gonna go. Well, I guess she is gonna go.
She is gonna go? Okay. No, that wasn't too bad.
No,
But Don was driving along a little bit ago. I'm gonna see if I can find the clip, and he's like, "Kitten, am I driving?" And because she was driving in the other lane, like and it's like, I heard non-disengage and I saw the blue go away. So I know that he was not driving. Ruby was driving and she just got in the other lane. It was bizarre. I think I've only had that happen to me one other time and not recently. So It was kind of weird.
Yeah, I agree. It was like, huh.
I'll see if I can find it. I had Don honk the horn, not immediately, but within like a minute. So
Yeah.
hopefully I can find it. Because a lot of trip footage today. Fortunately, won't be able to hear what Don said, but I've relayed it as best I could. And here's my toucan, complete with flower. It's springtime, and I pretty much decided I'm going to put these trees around the art school for now and save the other ones I did for fall. Well, these are really stems, but they work great as trees too. I did them around the carousel last year. Anyway, I've got 2 boxes of them, and I was telling Dawn that I do better with Legos that only fit together one way. I have never been good at arranging silk flowers. It's just, you know, I was a counted cross-stitch person. Count the rows, make the stitches nice and uniform, all the same. They all go in a certain spot. These things move around, and you have to work a little bit to make them look good. And so I'm going to persevere here, but these are difficult for me because they can go more than one way. Okay, it probably wasn't quite as bad as I whined about. At least it doesn't want to come back apart on me. It's just that there's dark red and reddish brown, and the contrast in the instructions is hard, and the 3D perspective is hard. And anyway, I've already built that thing. Well, I've built 2 boxes before, so I've already built 4 of these stems, and by the time I'm done today, hopefully I'm going to have 8, so it's not like I don't have some experience with it. We're here in Salisbury. We've got a Ruby Vintage X next to us. Performance, though. I almost got the second stem done, but not quite. I have Johnny's order, and we're going to walk inside. It's busy here today with quite a few Teslas. Again, no other brands. Just FYI. This onion ring sure did smell good. Here, let me scoot on by. We shouldn't have to hang around. Although I don't think we had plugged in home yet. Right now, home is 10%.
Well, more correctly, this is what we're...
Thomasville is 12%.
We'll arrive at Thomasville at 12. When it gets up to 15, we'll...
Yeah, it says we can leave, but I like 15.
Yeah.
It says 7 hours and... Well, it said 15, then it said 10, then it says 7 hours and 5 minutes to reach charge limit, and there ain't no way. I mean, yeah, I mean, even if we let it go to 100% and it churned for 45 minutes or something, that's not 7 hours. So that's still showing up in error.
Yeah, we're just going to be here for about another 2 minutes. I'm going to let it get to 20% back.
For the return to Thomasville. And that's because, you know, we got to go swing by Target, and we'll be parked out there for about 15 minutes. It's usually about how long it takes the guys to unload. So,
yeah.
I've got 2 done now, and I'm getting ready to do the other box, the other 2. I can pretty much remember the instructions. I mean, yeah, I got to look a little bit, but there's an advantage to doing the other box now because I already sort of remember. I'm sure I could do the first 5 or 6 steps without looking. There's a lot of people parked in the loading and unloading zone. We're here at the school. Don's coming out with the basket to load up stuff. Here comes the little Starship robot. There's somebody's meal up there. Well, we're headed off campus. It's 4:30. We've said goodbye to Johnny. And it looks like we're going to get home about 7:40, something like that. Not late. Not late.
Right.
We're back at Salisbury where there's a Model S, 2 Model 3s, 2 or 3 Model Ys, and I still don't see any other AVs. Yeah, we usually stop at Thomasville Sheets on the return trip, but I wanted a double bacon deluxe, no bun.
Double bacon deluxe, no bun.
That's right.
Is that shareable?
Well, that's because you're fasting tonight and don't want dinner when we get to the house. So
that's right.
Plus, we're not going to get home until, well, it's saying 7:12, but currently we're 2% arrival at the house, so we'll give it 5 minutes before we leave. I think there's only one spot left, but of course we're pulling out at 15% arrival at home. We weren't here hardly any time at all.
We got here at 5 o'clock and we were charging.
It's 5:19. Yeah. And we would only charge for 15 minutes if we'd have hit Thomasville, probably. That's about our average. Coming and going is 15 minutes. But yeah, very full. Very popular supercharger location. All 4 of them are done now, 2 white and 2 pink. And I am done with what I'm going to do on the trip. It's 6 o'clock and our arrival is around 7:15. It's 7:11 and we're coming up on our turn for the neighborhood from the other direction. Looks like we were going to get home at 7:13 at 11% charge left. So really close to the estimate. It's 4 minutes faster and 4% less, and I think that's because traffic was booking pretty good on a Sunday afternoon on the interstate, and Dawn was booking along with them. So
correct.
Not a bad estimate, but when you drive a little faster than the estimate expects, you use a little more range. I'm just saying all that because Dawn's going to take me to South Park to do my Pokemon route before we actually head to the house. I'll let Johnny know we've basically made it back home. Just documenting the time yesterday when Dawn's on FSD going down this back road over to Sanford to pick up Highway 421 for Greensboro. Where, you know, sometimes she's going over the yellow line a little bit. You can see the yellow here and the white here, you know, a little bit on this back road. But this one time she just totally goes over right here into the other lane. And Dawn has to kick her out of FSD and take her back over. That's not something that happens very often, but it does happen once in a while. It's not like she was headed for the ditch or anything. She wasn't. It wasn't, you know, that quick of a lane departure, but she was definitely out of her lane. Dawn's like, am I still on FSD? Because probably all of us Tesla drivers at one time or another have lost track. If you want to admit it, want the truth, but